Does it feel like your entire life is falling apart? Like everything you thought was stable is suddenly shaking? What if I told you that this chaos isn't punishment, but preparation? That what feels like ruin is actually God secretly rebuilding the foundation of your life? Because when God is about to do something massive, He doesn't start with comfort, He starts with disruption. You'll feel it in your spirit long before you see it in your circumstances. And the first sign is a strange and powerful one: divine discontent. Suddenly, the things that once satisfied you, maybe even excited you, start to irritate your spirit. That job you loved now feels like a cage. The friend group you cherished now feels draining. The habits you enjoyed now feel empty. You can't quite explain it, but there's a deep, nagging feeling that something is off. This isn't depression, it's displacement. God is uprooting you from where you've been comfortable, because comfort is often the greatest enemy of your calling. It's like Abraham in Genesis 12. God told him to leave everything familiar, his home, his family, his country, without even telling him where he was going. Your spirit starts to itch for more, even when you can't see what's next. That restlessness, that sacred dissatisfaction, is God whispering, it's time to move. The second sign is separation. All at once, it seems like people are walking out of your life. Friends you thought would be there forever start to fade away. Relationships that felt so solid begin to crumble. You find yourself more and more alone, wondering what you did wrong. Why is everyone leaving at the same time? Here's the secret: don't chase them. In God's economy, rejection is often the first stage of redirection. God has to remove access before He can release your elevation. Before David could step into his kingship, Saul had to reject him. Before Joseph could rise to power in Egypt, his own brothers had to betray him. You're not being abandoned, you're being filtered. God is clearing your circle because the people who were meant for your past can go with you into your future. He's making room for the divine connections that will support the person you are becoming. The third sign is that spiritual warfare intensifies out of nowhere. It feels like you're under attack from every angle. Misunderstandings pop up constantly. You face frustrating delays and setbacks. A deep spiritual fatigue settles over you, and you feel like everything and everyone is against you. But this is how you know something divine is near. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the louder hell becomes. The enemy sees your potential and will throw everything at you to try and stop you. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us that our battle is not against flesh and blood. This means the fight you're in isn't personal, it's prophetic. The opposition isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're so close to the finish line that the enemy is getting desperate. That sudden rise in resistance is heaven's signal that a new thing is being born in your life. The fourth sign is the death of your old identity. You start to feel like you don't fit in anywhere anymore, not even in the places that once defined you. You might not even recognize yourself these days. That's because true transformation always starts with a separation from who you used to be. God can't elevate the person you pretend to be. He can only promote the person you've become through the fire. Think of the Apostle Paul. He was once Saul, a persecutor of Christians. But after a single divine encounter on the road to Damascus, his name, his purpose, and his entire direction changed. You might feel lost and confused in this season, and that's perfectly okay. God is rewriting your story from the inside out. He's demolishing the old you to build the new you. And that leads to the final, most beautiful sign, a divine hunger for more of Him. You start losing interest in surface-level things. The gossip, the endless scrolling, the small talk, it all starts to feel meaningless compared to the deep stirring in your soul. That's how you know your spirit is maturing. You begin to crave prayer more than parties, peace more than popularity, and purity more than praise from people. You start caring more about obedience to God than getting approval from others. Romans 12:2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." That renewal doesn't come quietly. It comes through a holy conviction. You'll feel the Holy Spirit gently pulling you away from distractions, urging you to let go of everything that's keeping you small. It's a sacred restlessness that won't stop until you fully surrender to Him. And here is the hidden truth in all of this. When God is about to change your life, He changes you first. The shift is always internal before it's external. Your thoughts, your desires, your circle, your habits, all of it starts aligning with who you are becoming, not who you were. It's uncomfortable because real transformation always costs something. You have to lose the version of yourself that was built on survival so you can step into the one built on complete surrender to God. There will be nights you cry and days you question if you even heard God right. But even in that confusion, His hand is steady. Isaiah 43:19 says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it?" You won't perceive the new thing until you stop clinging to the old one. The doors that are closing are supposed to close. The people walking away were never meant to stay. The opportunities that slipped through your fingers were never yours to begin with. God is not punishing you, He is positioning you. Every delay is divine timing. Every disappointment is redirection. Every heartbreak is His way of pruning you so you can bear more fruit. You're not losing, you're being prepared. He is clearing out the clutter in your life so you can carry the calling He has for you. And though it feels like you're standing in the middle of ruins, God is secretly rebuilding a stronger foundation under your feet. You are being refined in private for the revelation He is about to bring in public. When it finally happens, people will think it was an overnight success, but you'll know it was built through every tear, every test, and every lonely season where all you had was your faith. So if you feel shaken, misunderstood, or stripped of everything you once relied on, take this as your confirmation. God is about to change your entire life. Not gradually, suddenly. He's about to open doors you didn't knock on, connect you to people you didn't search for, and bless you in ways you never expected. But before He does, He's making sure you're ready. That's why He's pulling things out of you that can't survive at the next level. You are shedding the skin of an old season. You're not crazy for feeling disconnected, you're being recalibrated for your destiny. Everything you thought you lost, He is going to restore with purpose. Every no you heard was protecting your ultimate yes. Every delay was developing your discipline. You had to go through the wilderness so you could handle the promised land. So don't resist the shaking. Embrace it. Don't curse the silence. Lean into it. Because when God is about to change your entire life, He will first make sure nothing from your old life can follow you into the new one. And when it happens, and it will, you'll look back and realize that every hidden struggle, every confusing turn, every painful goodbye was never working against you. It was all God's perfect plan to make sure that when the door finally opened, you'd be ready to walk through it whole, healed, and completely unrecognizable to the person you used to be. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. God bless you.